Hi everyone, welcome to Tavern Talk. Now guys know I might not be the best with voices, but I do enjoy a game that has a lot of interaction with different characters. This one seems like that, and it's also got some like relaxing elements. I think I was gonna say RPG, but I'm not sure if it's RPG as much as you making drinks and stuff. It seems interesting. I'm excited to get into it. Alright, let's get started. She, her, yes. Got like an elf. Hi, innkeep. How's it going? All nice and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All nice and dandy? Yes, all nice and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove. Then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Yeah, I relate with that, Squawk buddy. Then, I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I gotta take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I gotta see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon. Same moss. Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is excited as a dry nut. Nuts are healthy. Very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various nut types. Walnuts, peanuts, pecan nuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. I just wish something would happen in my life. Something riveting. So, what you're saying is that you're missing the spice? Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chills would help me much. I was talking about the spice in your life. Ah, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no nymphs, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. And like a bland soup. A classic case of boredom. I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Yup. Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly funny. Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes. I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never live through anything? Day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, saving people, wandering through the marshes, meeting a pretty nymph. A pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them enjoying themselves in the water. The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glisten in fragmented light. Ah, divine beauty. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I would love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a sunny breeze, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like featherlight nymph floating in the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with or a nymph, or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a sunny breeze. Message received. Though, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long, and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yeah, I need a tutorial. Really? Yes. What do I do? Do I need to put on an apron? Or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andrew. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order! I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log, just in case. And I guess that's what that symbol is. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for more varied results, but the right balance is crucial. So I stick to my recipes. When I have settled on one, I could use the chalk to draw it on the board. Board it on the draw. But if you pick the wrong one, I could either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There is dexterity, intelligence. I'm trying to figure out if I can know which one, but I don't know. Dexterity? Intelligence? Defense? I don't know about this. Strength and charisma. I don't think that's right. Let's see. That one's probably intelligence. That one, dexterity. That one I think would be defense. And I guess this one looks like a sword, so that would be strength. And that one would be charisma? mean, this one doesn't look very charismatic, but I'm just making guesses. Anyway, I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. It does it? Wait, it's up here. Yeah. So charisma, dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Good for me. Anyway, I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. This guy here. Once I'm done, I press the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magic details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay, I don't really, but it looks like we want full dexterity. How do I make it? Here. Here. Maybe I don't write it there. Oh wait, draw speed. There we go. Last whisper. Oh no, we're not doing last whisper. We're doing sunny breeze. There we go. Okay. So now I got all these right. I'm amazed. Anyway. Okay, full that. And a little bit of that. And a little bit of that. Looks pretty good to me. Sunny breeze. Ding. Oh, looks nice and cute. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That is delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared there'd be the end of you? Sometimes, but how would I know if I never tried? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but never mind. Ooh, you're a completely different vibe here. Hello. I like your gloves. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. I'm on my way to a fight. Need to pay some debts. Give me something that will boost my defense so I can claim victory. I'll see what I can find. Alright. So, shield thing. Maybe this steel tonic? That looks about right. Although this thing could be good too. Wait, no, not that one. This one. But that one's for charisma, so... What's up here? Stats. Okay. We'll do the steel tonic. So it's 3 parts of this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right? Or is it 4? No. Okay. 1 part charisma. And 1 part attack. That looks about right. Here we go. This should taste like victory. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of the banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Enough to kick some ass at least. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Nothing. Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. This character is very relatable. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand. That I am running away from where I belong. Is that what he said? Yes. He said, "We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that patters down the mountain. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do." And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for the same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It is my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time. Right? I mean, my family looks after the grove. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. But what if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. A little later. Ooh! Okay. We got a beast person. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care, or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Lynn. What can I do for you? You do the thing with the quests, right? Yes. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No. I may have one for you. Or your notice board. Elaborate. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregairn. A werewolf? That's new to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Nereve. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died together with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Yup. Which one were you, innkeep? I didn't care for it. If we're talking about that series, then maybe werewolf. But if we're talking about, like, in general, I like vampires more. But I guess we're talking about that series, so I'll just do werewolf. But like I said, I don't care. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp, more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes? Well, all I'm saying is the downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. Is that the reason why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too familiar to my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunched back, hairy, crooked teeth. Is a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You couldn't tell. Want to avoid an awkward family reunion, you know? Alright. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Carolyn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Gotcha, Care. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep. And before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Okay, it'll be this one, I am assuming, right? Yeah, it's really the only thing here. Okay, so 3 parts strength. 2, 3. 1 part defense. 1. And 1 part dexterity. Sailor's courage. Drink with 0 water, as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where would you head from here? Habs back north, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to clean up. What kind of business? My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. I'd say she is hallucinating, but I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptake up north, so might as well humor her. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead? Think there's not much use digging up the past. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? No? Then don't bother. This is my tavern, and I'm leaving it. If you find any more rumors or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups. But sure, I'll be back for more work. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Yeah, I need a tutorial. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal, so I don't forget. Smart. Think the best next step would be sorting the fitting snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over. And make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it. Got it. Thank you for your help, Care. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright, time to assemble quest. Okay, so we got werewolf, and werewolf, and then undead and banshee. Yeah, those are unrelated. Well, let's see. Werewolf secret reasons. There we go. This game is so cute. Oh man, he's so derpy. I love him. Oh. Okay. Next day. Look who's here. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Jagarin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who's good with the bow. One that will tell me that they want the quest. I'm good with the bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know Fable. And maybe I want that quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been thinking about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern, and the quest practically jumps out at me, and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you about if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far. I see. Or rather, I did. But then I thought, what if I take the quests? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead? And then the tree will be mad at me. But it won't really matter because I'll be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take that quest? Maybe? I can't make that decision for you. Neither can I. Anyway. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, I freeze in place. Suddenly, I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Maybe you could add my bones to your menu soon. We'll just have to pick them up from the forest. I think I would have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. It would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic? Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time that I think about embarking on a quest, all I can think about are the ways in which it could go wrong. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it is thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might... Well, heroes have a history, right? Inspirational feats they can look back on to define their bravery. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Why does no one want to spend time with you? I'm unlucky. Whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy they are. Nothing seems easy enough for me. My life only seems to follow the path that is most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go. Like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You are too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice home flowers and hair accessories. But me being me, I confused them with their evil twin, the weeping amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry. That sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and sobs, I managed to make a tincture made of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know, that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find out then. Like, on a quest? For example, Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So, what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2. And who knows? You might even end up joining a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero that they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I should not decide to give up before I even tried. After all, I'm a very quick runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, I'm going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. I even got into infusions this morning, so I'm well prepared to help. That sounds wonderful. What do you have? I've got some Thunder Sage, which is said to enchant words. With its magic, you should be able to inspire others and boost their abilities through your sport. And then I have a couple golden feathers. They're extremely rare, but once in your possession, they can grant you haste. Briefly, the expiration date is a bit unpredictable. How did you get those? Pure luck. Alright then, keep your secrets. So considering all of that, do you have something that could make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage, so maybe haste would be helpful too. Or maybe instead, something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it is just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it needs is a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we can even be friends? But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that, and some additional inspiration. I'll leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware. Sorry for backseat mixing. Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful how they interact with the other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I can mix the correct recipe. I'm guessing you mean this. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjust the drink from there. Let's give it a try. I like the idea of the charisma better. Even though battling's, fun in games and all. This kind of game, we don't really know. So perhaps we can have them gain some confidence, make a friend, and also can help with that, what's her name? The other wolf. If they are related, at least we're not killing their, someone that's related to them. We can befriend them instead. Not sure how it will go with this character, but okay, these are the infusions. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Barming. No, wait. That sounds like I'm tending a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregairn. And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could need that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No. I will be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out at any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. I'll see you post-victory. I hope Fable will be alright. I wonder which path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I could help. Oh, it worked so well, too. Okay, the next chapter. Innkeep. A drink for me and this lanky fella. It is good to see you too, Care. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you. I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you didn't join a party? No. Oh. Then what is the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater, at least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud. More of a miscommunication. No. It was a feud. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died. No. Elfie here was able to prevent it. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was gonna kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot? I think she's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you did not want the quest, Care. I didn't. Was there by chance? They were both stealing sheep. Wasn't. Sure was. Adventure and pain ain't what it once was. So you steal other people's sheep. Mind your own business. How does any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, After leaving your tavern, I traveled swiftly through the Ashen Grove. I reached the borders of Jagaran right after dawn. The vineyards stretched far ahead, and I saw the one or other farm nestled in between. Truly idyllic. At least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than human could, but darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. Thanks, Spirit. You're already weird enough. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. So I hear a creaking fence and footsteps that are failing at keeping it quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I sneak closer, and I see a werewolf-esque shape picking up tiny sheep. I was petting it. Thinking she was gonna steal it, I summoned all my courage, and I stepped out of the shadows and said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down that sheep." I didn't expect her to be in full senses, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her. It did confuse me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person? Or an insane one? Well, it worked, didn't it? Because I ain't a werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not a werewolf, responded with a, "What?" Surprised my plan worked, I said again, "Please put down the sheep." Because stealing sheep isn't very nice. And she asked who I was. "No," I asked. "Who are you? A guard?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling growl. Please. It was barely a bark. It made the blood freeze in my veins. Hearing heavy footsteps, I barely dared to turn around. You turned immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf. Yellow, gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep? Obviously, I set it down before. So you came to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon liked to wear. Oh. Hey, why can't I say that? The game's censoring. Youth protection. The age rating assessment is quite harsh. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon. Smelled like Uncle Dragon. Fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. The only way I can bring him up these days is by joking. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant, fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually, he just left. Ran away without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind to worry senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. So that's why you wanted to talk it out with your fists? I tried. But Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How'd you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen. So it got them to stop for long enough to get them to listen to me. I threatened that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. But they must have believed me because they actually stopped to listen. You looked mighty scary there, little guy. Thank you. I sat them down and made sure to be between them so that if they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds dangerous. Was. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop 2 angry wolves? Oh, well... Anyway... I used the opportunity to figure out what's going on. And that's how I found about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the disagreement. Feud. Sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. And that ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him best we could. At the very least, would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't expect that, though. So, he decided to fix the problem by leaving. Deal with it alone, all that. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so... he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any of the human things. That's something he and Carolyn have in common. What? The stubbornness and unwillingness to ask for help. But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that. The little stick is strangely persuasive. Something about their earnesty is frustratingly inspiring. I had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there is still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with the cure, he could barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he's done. That he has to accept he's different now, learn how to live again. Of course, it isn't easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. They taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of... It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an end, rather than the beginning of something new. So, the end of an adventure is just the beginning of a new one? Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to go back here. Was talking about how they needed to update you on everything non-stop. Wanna think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Kara? Surprise me with something that fits my strength and brawn. Alright. You can have a sailor's courage then, right? That's 3-part strength. 1, 2, 3. 1 part dex. 1. And 1 part defense. 1. There we go. Sailor's courage. Ding! Surprise! Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that will calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? I would like to feel dexterous again. That was a stressful day. Night. Morning. Sequence of events. Alright, you want some dex? That's easy. Something else works on that? No, Last Whisper does as well. But no. Alrighty. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And what part strength? 1. And 1 part defense. There it is. Sunny breeze. Ding. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? Because it tastes so bad? So, do you? Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a free room. You can stay there. I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you late. Are you heading home, Fable? Not yet, if that's okay. I think I'd like to stay here for a little longer, calm down a bit, before I check on all my plants. Unless you need to close up. Stay, please. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different than I expected, but I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? I hope this isn't gonna be my last adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm gonna save the world one day? That is a very tall ask. You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer if the world did not end. Right. Let's hope not. I like this world, and a calamity like that would be disastrous. Even if it would make for a good song. Or for a sad one. Or both. Thank you for believing in me, innkeeper. Always. I can't wait to hear about your next quest. Me neither. A little later. Whoa! Alright, we got a vampire with slimes on him. And a dwarf. Good day, little green mortal. Good day, Mr. Vampire. And good day to you, illustrious innkeeper. Good evening, vampiric vampire? That's the best you can do? I'm running out of lines. Ugh. So you're another one of those empty blabbers. Blabblers. Babblers. My goodness. I'll get there eventually. I can comfortably say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems they've given you some more options than usual, but doesn't convince me just yet. I'm sorry. I don't think I understand. Of course. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No. But I can assure you, I'm different from your average background character. She really is. She has a lot of personality. You just have to get to know her. Sure. I must agree. You look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you, though I should let you know, I'm not on the menu. What a great day of woe. First my cape, and now this. You have a cape? The most exquisite one of all of Asteria. Words would not be able to do justice to its beauty. Have you seen it, by the way? No. That's why we are here. Perhaps the slime ate your cape? That little creature doesn't seem like it would do such a horrible thing. Does it have a name? I never asked. Probably not. Maybe you should sometime. Speaking of names, what might yours be, little leafling? That's Fable, the great up-and-coming hero from the Ashen Grove. Just Fable's fine. How about you, Mr. Vampire? Me? What other vampires are there in this room? Hopefully none. You can never know for sure. My name is Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquet de Lesson. It's long for Kyle. Kyle. May I ask for your name as well, miss? You may stop calling me miss. Sorry. call me Rhea instead. Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet you, Rhea Frostgrip, Kyle, and unnamed slime. Indeed. Welcome to my tavern. Now that we are past the pleasantries, would you like to tell me more about that cape? Some sort of visibility cape, if any of his blabbering is to be believed. That sounds very magical. It is, but he seems to have lost it. I have? You have. What a great tragedy! My cape of invisibility is of utmost importance. If I do not get it back, I'm afraid I shall perish immediately. That sounds very magical. Dearest innkeeper, dearest Fable, I must retrieve my cape. Could you please help me? I think I know what to do. Ah, we're at the end of the demo. Ooh. Oh, what a charming game. Managing all those voices is a little bit hard. I'm no voice actor. But it was kind of fun. We got this group of developers as well. That's so nice. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I might even get this game later. Anyways, if you'd like to see more, you can always let me know. But, of course, if you enjoyed it, do all that good stuff. I hope you guys have a great day or night, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.